So today we're flying from Dallas-Fort Worth to Australia via Sydney and then on to Brisbane. We thought it would be fun to take you along for the ride so you can get a real sense of what it is like to do such a long haul flight. This is way more luxurious and spacious than a domestic flight. So along our travels we meet so many people that say, I would really love to go to Australia, but oh my god, that flight is so long, and it really is a turn off, and we're here to show you that it's really not that bad, and once you get there it is absolutely worth it. We are flying on the Qantas A380 Airbus, which is the largest passenger aircraft. The A380 has 2 decks. It has about 40% more floor space than a Boeing 747. And we're traveling in economy today, downstairs on the lower level, where the seat configuration is 3, 4 and 3. It is 9:10 p.m. We are ready for takeoff. 8,858 miles. Dallas to Sydney is actually the second longest flight in existence, and it's 16 hours and 55 minutes. It really isn't that bad. And having done the flight between Australia and the US several times, it really is worth it once you get there because it's such a fantastic destination. We know the idea of a flight that is almost 17 hours is pretty daunting, but you can also fly to Australia from the west coast, and a flight from Sydney to Los Angeles is about 14 or 15 hours, which is about the same amount of time as it takes to fly to most European cities from the US west coast. Now the food on Qantas planes are actually pretty good for aircraft food, and they have a really good selection of beverages from wines, beers and other alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. They serve up plenty of snacks throughout the flight, so you definitely won't go hungry. One of the best things about the flight is the in-flight entertainment. It is fantastic. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of choices with the latest releases, Oscar classics, Australian classics, and a whole range of TV shows, including HBO, so plenty to keep you entertained for the entire flight. By the time you settle in, have a meal, watch a couple of movies and grab a few hours of sleep, really, you'll be landing down under in no time.
The local time in Sydney is 12 minutes past 6. To the land of milk and honey. To the land of milk and honey.
Now, while many of you who would be landing in Sydney will be at your final destination, we're going on to Brisbane. So we've got a layover and then another flight ahead.
4 bags collected. Heading to customs.
We're on the home stretch. Holding up okay. It's just a short one, just over an hour from Sydney to Brisbane on a Boeing 737. One of my favourite things about flying into and out of Sydney is catching a glimpse of the Sydney Harbour, the bridge and the Opera House, which you can see here right now. Isn't it just spectacular? If you're lucky enough to have a window seat, you'll get a glimpse of the almost continuous line of surf beaches, national parks and hinterland all the way up the coast. It's definitely worth doing a road trip with the legendary Pacific Coast Drive if you ever get a chance. And just like that, we've landed. So it's time now to disembark, say good day and have a big hug with family who are waiting to see us, head home, have a cuppa and a good long nap. We've got plenty more videos of our Australian adventure coming up, so stay tuned and be sure to hit the subscribe button.